Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome back to Beyond the Box Score, the show that goes deeper than the final score and tells you the story behind every pitch, every hit, every game-changing moment. I'm your host, and we have got a full slate to break down from Friday, May 22nd, 13 games across the league. Pitching duels, walk-off drama, a Brewers beatdown on the Dodgers, and Byron Buxton reminding everyone he is absolutely still that guy. Let's get into it. We start at the friendly confines for the afternoon matinee. Houston came into Wrigley and took care of business, beating the Cubs 4-2. This was a day game with some real bite to it. The Astros got just enough offensively, and their bullpen was sharp enough to seal the deal. The Cubs managed only 2 runs and couldn't generate consistent traffic against Houston's pitching staff. Chicago drops this one in the early afternoon slot, and it's another tough day at Wrigley for the home crowd. Now, folks, this is the game of the night, a pure, old-school 9-inning pitching duel. Cleveland 1, Philadelphia 0. 1 run scored in the 9th inning. That was it. Christopher Sanchez of the Phillies was absolutely magnificent. 8 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, only 4 hits allowed, and 0 earned runs. He handed a scoreless game to the bullpen in the 9th, and that's where it unraveled. Closer, Juan Duran came on and allowed a solo home run. To Kyle Manzardo on a pinch hit appearance. 1 swing, game over. On the Cleveland side, Gavin Williams is making a serious case for himself as one of the best starters in the American League. 8 innings, 11 strikeouts, 4 hits, 0 earned runs. The man was filthy. Cade Smith came in and finished it off in the 9th. Bryce Harper, Trea Turner, Kyle Schwarber, all kept off the board. The Phillies hit just 133 as a team. A masterpiece from Williams, and a gut punch loss for Philadelphia. Down to the Bronx. Tampa Bay hands the Yankees another loss, 4-2. And this one was as cruel as it gets for New York fans. Garrett Cole pitched 6 shutout innings. 6. He gave up only 2 hits, walked 3, and kept Tampa Bay completely at bay. The Yankees had 11 hits on the night and still only scored 2 runs. They left runners on base all night long. Then the 8th inning happened. Reliever Tim Hill came on and didn't record a single out. 3 runs scored before he was pulled. Just like that, the lead evaporated and Tampa Bay took control. Richie Palacios drove in 2. Jonathan Aranda added 1 more. Austin Wells hit a solo home run for New York. He was actually their best offensive contributor. Jazz Chisholm went 2 for 4 with a triple and an RBI. But it just wasn't enough. The Yankees are struggling to close out games, and this one will sting. Let's head north of the border. Toronto takes down the Pittsburgh Pirates 6-2, and Kevin Gausman was the story here. Gausman went 6 2/3 innings, struck out 8, gave up 6 hits, and allowed just 1 earned run. The Blue Jays got contributions up and down the lineup. George Springer with 2 RBI and a double, Yohendrick Pinango adding a 2-run double as well. Toronto put up a 3 spot in the 3rd and broke it open with 3 more in the 8th. For Pittsburgh, Bubba Chandler actually pitched well. 5 innings, 11 strikeouts, only 2 hits. But the Pirates committed 3 errors, and that was their undoing. You cannot give extra outs to a team like Toronto. Pittsburgh falls to the Jays. Buckle up. This one was a roller coaster at Fenway Park. Minnesota 8, Boston 6. The Red Sox came out swinging. 4 runs in the 1st inning. Fenway was rocking. It looked like a Boston blowout in the making. But the Twins would not go quietly. Minnesota chipped away. 3 in the 2nd, 4 in the 7th. And just like that, they had the lead. Byron Buxton was the headliner. 2 for 5, a home run, 3 RBI. That's the Buxton we've been waiting to see healthy and hot. And he delivered. Austin Martin also went deep, adding 2 RBI of his own. On the Boston side, Peyton Toll struck out 9 over 6 innings, but the bullpen imploded in the 7th. Justin Slayton gave up 4 runs. Minnesota walks out of Fenway with an 8-6 win and all the momentum. Over to South Florida, the Miami Marlins take down the New York Mets 2-1 in a tight one. Not a lot of offense here. The Mets managed only 1 run and were held in check all night. Miami's pitching staff kept New York quiet, and the Marlins' offense did just enough. For the Mets, it's a tough loss after a rough week. They need to find some consistency at the plate before this road trip gets away from them. Now here is your drama game of the night. Atlanta and Washington went 11 innings before the Braves finally walked it off, 5-4. C.J. Abrams of Washington was absolutely dealing. 2 for 5 with a triple, a home run, 3 RBI. He had the Nationals within 1 swing multiple times. Curtis Mead added a solo shot as well. Washington had a real shot to steal this one. But Atlanta kept answering. Austin Riley went 3 for 4 with a walk. Mauricio Dubon had 3 hits. Chadwick Tromp, not a name you expect to carry a game, drove in 2 runs and scored once. The Braves scraped and clawed. Bryce Elder started and went 6 innings. The bullpens traded punches through extra innings. And in the 11th, Tyler Kinley slammed the door for Atlanta to earn the win. 5-4, 11 innings. Braves survive. Camden Yards hosted a slugfest. Baltimore 7, Detroit 4. And Pete Alonso announced himself in an Orioles uniform in a big way. Alonso went 1 for 5, but that one hit was a grand slam. 4 RBI in a single swing. That's the reason Baltimore paid for him. Jackson Holliday added a home run and 2 RBI. Gunnar Henderson went 3 for 5 with a double and 2 runs scored. The Orioles had 14 hits on the night. This offense is starting to click. Baltimore put up 3 in the third and 3 more in the fourth. Jack Flaherty started for Detroit and just didn't have it. Chris Bassett picks up the win despite a rough line. Orioles take Game 1. Oh, the Dodgers. Los Angeles came into Milwaukee as one of the best teams in baseball, and the Brewers made them look completely lost. Milwaukee 5, Los Angeles 1. Logan Henderson started and was filthy. 5 innings, 7 strikeouts, 2 hits, 0 earned runs. The Brewers' bullpen shut the Dodgers out. Los Angeles finished with just 3 hits. 3. Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Kyle Tucker, all hitless. Shohei Ohtani with 1 hit and 1 RBI. Milwaukee jumped all over Justin Robleski for 4 runs in the first inning. William Contreras hit a home run, drove in 3. Andrew Vaughn had 2 hits. A total stunner at American Family Field. The Dodgers look very mortal right now. A clean 2-0 Mariners win in Kansas City. Seattle's pitching shut out the Royals completely. 2 runs were all Seattle needed. Late game action on the West Coast. The Angels beat Texas 9-6 in a higher scoring affair at Angel Stadium. Angels have been playing better. A late West Coast upset. Colorado goes into Chase Field and beats Arizona 3-2. Rockies escape with a road win. Tough result for the D-backs. We close the night in San Diego. The Padres roll past the Athletics 7-3 at Petco Park. San Diego's lineup had plenty of firepower. Padres win comfortably. All right, let's bring it all home. Friday, May 22nd, 13 games, and here are your takeaways. The pitching performance of the night belongs to Gavin Williams of Cleveland. 8 innings, 11 strikeouts, 0 earned runs. That was a gem. The offensive play of the night, Pete Alonso's grand slam in Camden Yards. 1 swing, 4 runs, and the Orioles' offense looked every bit like a contender. The comeback of the night, Minnesota at Fenway. Boston up 4-0 in the first inning. Twins win 8-6. Byron Buxton with the dagger home run. In the upset of the night, Milwaukee over Los Angeles. 3 hits for the Dodgers. 3. Logan Henderson had them completely baffled. That is your Friday night rundown. We'll be back tomorrow with the full Saturday slate. And folks, the pennant race is starting to take shape. Do not go anywhere. I'm your host. This has been Beyond the Box Score. See you next time. If you enjoyed tonight's recap, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment on the game you were watching last night. Beyond the Box Score. Every game, every night.